What's going on, everybody? It's North Carolina Shooter. Got an Ultra-Lite Titanium. Little 38 special made by Taurus. Beautiful little handgun. That Ultra-Lite Titanium really lightens up this gun a drastic amount. This gun doesn't weigh anything. Depending on how you look at it, that can be a good thing, that can be a bad thing. This gun is perfect for concealed carry. You can slide this in your pocket, load it up. You don't have to worry about an accidental discharge with this long trigger pull. But it's light. You don't have to worry about it sagging down your pants, however you're going to carry it. But the lightness really increases the amount of recoil from the 38 special. Now, I have a Ruger 357 Magnum that I shoot a lot of 38 special in, just because, even though 357 Magnum is fun to shoot, you shoot enough of it and you'll be wanting some 38 specials. So I stick 38 specials in mine, and it's a pleasure to shoot. 38 specials in this gun have about the same amount of recoil as a 357 Magnum does in the same size gun of normal weight. The 357 Magnum I have is a snub nose, exactly like this, same size, same everything. It's a Ruger. The recoil's about the same with the 357 as it is with this 38. This gun being so light really gives it a lot of room to do some major jumping in your hand. It does have the crimson trace grips on it with a laser. I'm not a real big fan of those. You may be. In a defensive situation, you're not really gonna, I don't know about you, I'm not gonna look for my laser. I'm gonna point it to the threat and squeeze off a round. I'm not gonna make sure my laser is where it needs to be before I pull the trigger. That's just me. Now, practicing, that's a nice thing to have, but for me, in a true defensive situation like the average citizen is going to be involved in, using a laser and seeing where it's going to be at on the body of the threat, to me that's going to take too much time. By the time you get all that done, the threat will be already robbed you blind and took off. So I'm sure with some major practice you might get good enough where you can just, pop it up and the laser be ready to go. But like I say, you're not going to be looking for that laser. You're going to be wanting to put some rounds in the threat and move on. Beautiful little handgun. Like I say, it is perfect for concealed carry, in my opinion. Does have a lot of recoil. We're trying to get some different grips for it. The owner of this firearm, really, they're somewhat recoil sensitive. They have a little bit of trouble. This gun has such a violent recoil for somebody that doesn't have a good strong grip. It's putting a little scar right here on the owner's hands just from it rolling and pinching the skin a little bit. So I'm trying to find some good, some Hogue, some Pachmayr grips to put on it. But it's a beautiful little handgun. Taurus has got their lock on this gun. You take the tools. Let's see here, see if I can give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Taurus comes with these little tools. You lock your gun, which this would be just for storage, major storage. All right, now, there we go. With the lock twisted, the hammer will not come back. You cannot fire around, but you can load the gun, okay? You can load it up with the lock locked, but that's all you can do. You cannot shoot it. That's nice if you're going to be storing this gun in a gun safe, but you don't want to have it locked up and then need the gun. But it's nice to know you got that there. Now if I can get it unlocked, I might can shoot it. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to load this thing up with some 38 specials, take a few shots through the camera like I like to do, and see if I can hit anything. Maybe you can get a little idea on the recoil of this thing. I mean, if you've shot a 38 special, you know they're usually fairly manageable. But I'm going to load it up and take a few shots and see if you can tell that this gun really does do some jumping around in your hand, even with just the 38 specials. It's just such a lightweight firearm. I mean, weight really plays a big role in recoil on any gun, anything, rifles, pistols. For the most part, a heavier gun is not going to recoil as bad because there's more mass that the energy has to move to give you your recoil. Where something like this thing weighs nothing, so that round really slings it back. But let's see if I can take a few shots at some steel, if I can hit anything. me get my ears on here. Now, I'm not a professional shooter, so don't get me too bad in the comments here. Let's see what I can do here. All right. Well, I hit the plate, and I'm shooting through the camera, so that's a plus. Plate number 2 hit. Sweet shooting little gun, but it does have some recoil. Didn't hit nothing there, got a little fast. Well, that must have been 5. Apparently I got some bad ammo. These are older bullets, but yeah, 2 of them didn't shoot. There you go. That's live for you right there. Don't look like I even got a primer strike. That's odd. Let's load it up again and see if we can recreate that. I don't like to do a lot of I don't like to do a lot of editing. Don't really have time to sit at the computer and make this look good for my viewers. If they don't like what they see, oh well. See if we can recreate that. That's kind of odd. Little low. It's not easy shooting through the camera. Should have 2 more. Here we go, 5 for 5, not bad. That's about 20 yards, 7 plates right there, so accurate little handgun, it can be handled. That was probably a bad round. But I really like this gun. Like I say, for concealed carry, I think it's perfect. Maybe swap out some grips, some good Hogue overmolded rubber grips, probably help with the recoil for someone that's recoil sensitive. But there you go, Taurus Ultra-Lite Titanium. I would really see if I could shoot this gun before I went out and purchased it for concealed carry. Unless you're comfortable with recoil and you know you can handle it. If you've never shot one, they're definitely worth shooting, because you cannot compare a 38 Special in a normal weighted gun to a 38 Special in this gun. It's totally different. But other than that, this is a very nice little revolver. Taurus has always done good with their revolvers. They may have lacked in other areas, but their revolvers have always been nice in my opinion. So take a look at it, see what you think. Nice little gun. I appreciate y'all watching. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.